Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I am Uzma Jafri. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 9th of November. Hindu group in India celebrates Donald Trump's US presidential win. Indian government abolishes 500 and 1000 rupee notes to curb corruption. And Green-eyed Afghan girl returns home from Pakistan. And now for all the details. As Donald Trump became the 45th President of the United States on Wednesday, sections of people in India too erupted into celebration.
Celebrations broke out on the streets of Indian capital New Delhi as Republican Donald Trump won the US presidential elections over Hillary Clinton. Members of an Indian right-wing group called Hindu Sena or Hindu Army took to streets with drums and speakers to mark Trump's victory.
डोनाल्ड ट्रंप जीत चुके हैं, अब भारी बहुमत से जीते हैं। आप सभी को पता है, वो उसी जीत की खुशी को हम आज जाहिर कर रहे हैं। आप सभी को पता है, पूरी दुनिया आतंकवाद से चिल्ला रही है और आतंकवाद का सफाया होगा, पूरी दुनिया में शांति कायम होगी।
The billionaire tycoon had pledged that the United States and India would be best friends if he is elected, and that he would boost intelligence sharing with India in the battle against Islamic militants. Indian-American industrialist Shalabh Kumar, a Trump supporter, said that mandate would give further impetus to the Indo-US trade ties.
There would be a fairly soon a summit between the two leaders, Narendra Modi and Donald Trump.
When you say fairly soon, how soon we can expect?
I don't think we'll go into that, but fairly soon. Okay, it may be in the first 100 days. It's possible that he plays that much importance to this relationship. There are lots of trade barriers, artificial trade barriers that are there between US and India from past, and that is the first thing which is going to be addressed so that it's beneficial to both United States and India.
70-year-old Trump will be the oldest first-term US president, and how he works with the Congress remains to be seen.
Staying on to news from India, it was a tumultuous day for Indians on the night of the US presidential elections as Indian Prime Minister announcing a ban on circulation of high denomination notes. The government also announced the introduction of 2000 rupee notes.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday night announced that 500 and 1000 rupee banknotes would be withdrawn from circulation at midnight to crack down on rampant corruption and counterfeit currency. The Indian stocks dropped on Wednesday as uncertainty, sparked by the country's move to withdraw larger banknotes from circulation, was compounded by Republican candidate Donald Trump's victory in the United States elections. However, analysts said markets will bounce back ultimately as fundamentals of the economy were strong.
Because the cash economy is very predominant in our country, so it will be disruptive, at least in the immediate short run. How the banks are able to cope up with it, how the common man is able to adjust to the new reality of demonetization of 1000 and 500 rupees note, which were the most popular currencies in vogue. That said, after the initial disruption and inconvenience that may be caused to the citizenry, I think it's a step in the right direction.
While many were caught off guard, Indians on Wednesday welcomed the federal government's move to scrap the high-value notes from circulation.
इसको हम लोग बहुत बढ़िया मूव समझते हैं। कुछ दिनों के लिए, कुछ लोगों के लिए परेशानी हो रही है, बाकी ऑल इंडिया समझ लो, ऑल पब्लिक के लिए आगे चल के इसका बहुत बड़ा बेनिफिट होगा।
The surprise move was designed to bring billions of dollars worth of cash in unaccounted wealth into the mainstream economy, as well as hit the finances of militants who target India and are suspected of using fake 500 rupee notes to fund operations.
Despite being a resource-rich region, people of southwestern Balochistan province continue to live under extreme poverty. With the indifference attitude from Pakistani authorities, the Baloch people are forced to fend for themselves for survival.
Human rights violations by the Pakistani establishment are one of the worst in southwestern Balochistan province. Though pro-freedom Baloch activists from across the globe have been highlighting the human rights issue in the region, they say that crackdown on their people by the Pakistani army has only intensified. Baloch leader Abdul Bukti said that neighbouring countries should support the Balochistan issue as they are victims of Pakistan-sponsored terrorism.
और पाकिस्तान की जो दहशतगर्दी है जो वो कई सालों से कर रही है, स्टेट स्पॉन्सर ऑफ टेररिज्म है, तो वो सब ऐसा नहीं है कि हमें फ़ायदा होगा अगर बलूचिस्तान की बारे में बात किया जाए तो उनको भी फ़ायदा होगा क्योंकि हम भी विक्टिम्स हैं उस स्टेट स्पॉन्सर टेररिज्म के और ये जो हमारे नेबरिंग कंट्रीज़ हैं वो भी इसी से इसका सामना कर रही हैं.
Bukti also added that the international community should intervene and isolate Pakistan for the inhumane treatment directed at the Baloch people.
हम जब इंडिया से मदद मांगते हैं, जब इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटी से मदद मांगते हैं तो हम ये नहीं कहते भाई पाकिस्तान पर हमला कर दो या इस तरह का कोई सिचुएशन पैदा करो. हम ये कहते हैं कि बलोच जो अपने मुल्क में रह रहे हैं उनको जो उनके हकूक़ हैं, उनकी आज़ादी है वो उनको दिया जाए और अगर पाकिस्तान इसके ख़िलाफ़ मतलब कार्रवाई करता है तो इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटी को चाहिए कि वो उसको आइसोलेट करें, उसको मजबूर करें कि वो बलोचों का हक दे और बलूचिस्तान से अपनी फ़ौजें निकाल दे.
Baloch activists have also alleged that Islamabad has intensified its brutalities against innocent Baloch people residing on the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor or the CPEC route. They are, however, determined to resist the nexus between Beijing and Islamabad and the exploitative designs against the Baloch nation.
Moving on to news from Afghanistan, the famous green-eyed Afghan girl Sharbat Gula, who graced the cover of National Geographic in 1985, has arrived back in Afghanistan following her arrest in Pakistan last month. A report.
Sharbat Gula was arrested in Pakistan on October 26 from her house in Nathua area near Peshawar for allegedly carrying a fake computerized national identity card or CNIC. The Afghan ambassador to Pakistan, Hazrat Umar Zakhilwal, confirmed that Gula arrived to Kabul this morning. A Pakistani judge had last ordered her deportation after finding her guilty of illegally obtaining a Pakistani identity card. Gula, now in her 40s, also was sentenced to 15 days in jail and fined nearly $955. Like her iconic picture, her legal case comes amid Pakistani pressure to send home 2.5 million Afghan refugees, even though Afghanistan faces a Taliban insurgency. For years, Gula was the face of Afghanistan's suffering after National Geographic published her image as a young refugee, her defiant, pained eyes staring out from an unsmiling face framed by a shawl over her head.
India's eastern Bhubaneswar city is a prominent tourist destination. With majestic architecture and a lifestyle defined by centuries-old traditions, this city is a traveller's paradise.
India's eastern Bhubaneswar city is home to architectural wonders in the form of temples and shrines. One of the oldest temples in the city, Lingaraj, is widely considered the most prominent landmark. The grandeur and magnificence of the Lingaraj temple attracts thousands of devout followers from across the country. It is a perfect representation of the Kalinga style of architecture.
Here doing a short tour of India, and we came to Bhubaneswar, where I've been 3 times before, and love your city, love how clean it is, and love being toured at such beautiful ancient temples.
Another prime attraction, the Mukteshwar temple, which is often described as a jewel in Odisha's crown for its exquisite sculptures and elegant design. A symbol of pure tranquility and sheer natural beauty, Dholi, located about 4 miles from Bhubaneswar, is a famous Buddhist pilgrimage site. Known mainly for the pristine white Buddhist stupa, Dholi is the home of notorious Battle of Kalinga and is dotted with rock edicts inscribed with the quotations of Buddha. Odisha is a unique and fascinating land. Its temples and monuments are among the models of religious architecture the world has ever produced.
For empowering women, authorities in northern India organized an exhibition-cum-sale event to display handicraft items produced by women jail inmates. The motive was to keep the inmates busy in productive work during their jail term.
Authorities of District Jail in Kanpur city of India's northern Uttar Pradesh province held an exhibition of handicraft items made by women jail inmates. Beautiful and colorful accessories like bracelets, necklaces, earrings and garments were put on display for common people at the exhibition-cum-sale event. Arrangements are also being made to bring the products into the market.
इसका मकसद है महिला बंदियों को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने की दिशा में एक पहल की है हमने कि ताकि वो जेल के अंदर जब होती हैं तो ऑलरेडी उनके ऊपर बहुत तनाव होता है, डिप्रेशन में वो चली जाती हैं, तो वो बिजी रहेंगी और कुछ उन्हें मिलेगा तो उन्हें जीवन जीने की प्रेरणा मिलेगी, क्योंकि हमारा काम है समाज की मुख्य धारा से उनको जोड़ना। और अगर वो इसी तरीके से उनको सब हे दृष्टि से देखेंगे तो कैसे वो अपना जीवन संभाल पाएंगे।
Such an initiative is likely to bolster the confidence of the inmates after they step out of the jail.
It takes courage, confidence and talent to pursue dreams. A group of visually impaired girls in Mumbai took to fashion ramp in a tale of inspiration.
Exuding courage and determination, a group of visually impaired girls took part in a beauty pageant in India's showbiz capital, Mumbai. The decked-up girls walked the ramp in colourful and vibrant traditional Indian outfits. The differently abled girls were excited to prove their mettle.
उम्मीद नहीं थी कि हम यहाँ तक आएंगे। हमें कुछ मतलब कभी सोचा नहीं था ऐसा कुछ होगा लाइफ में। मतलब इतनी खुशी हो रही है, बता नहीं सकते। हम यहाँ तक आए हैं, हम यही मतलब करेंगे आगे कि जैसे हम आज यहाँ खड़े हैं कि हमारी तरह और भी बच्चे यहाँ आके खड़े, उन्हें भी ये मौका दिया जाए।
हम कभी इमेजिन नहीं कर सकते एक स्टाइल वर्ल्ड में, लेकिन आज खुद को इमेजिन करने से भी बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि हम हैं इस वर्ल्ड।
A total of 44 participants exhibited their talent in the contest titled Princess India. The event not only boosted the morale of the girls but gave vision and hope to their life.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude the top stories once again. Hindu group in India celebrates Donald Trump's US presidential win. Indian government abolishes 500 and 1000 rupee notes to curb corruption. And Green-eyed Afghan girl returns home from Pakistan. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.